Create 557 here, coming to you with a project share. I have created, let me just move my camera down a little bit. I have created 19 ATC cards for a swap that I joined over at Close Friends at the Facebook. Hello, everybody in Close Friends. You all need to go and check this place out. It's a wonderful, wonderful place where you can share all kinds of projects. You can share, things about yourself. You can join swaps. You can, let me just fix this a little bit, ladies and gents. You can, it doesn't have to be crafty all the time. It can be other things as well. But it's a very safe place. They have zero tolerance for all of that other crap, I highly recommend it. So we had to make 19 cards because 19 people joined. And I decided to do all of mine the same. The rules stated that we had a choice. We could do them all the same or 19 different ones or whatever you wanted, whatever theme you wanted, whatever colors you wanted. And so I went ahead and chose to do them all the same. And then I used all types of things that I really, really love. I wanted the card to represent me. So what I did was I made sure that there was a flower because I love flowers. I love to travel, so I used a napkin from Paris. I love delicate things, so I used this eyelash trim and the pearl. And then the napkin also has a lot of colors, and I love colors. I love all colors. And so that's what this card represents. Me in all of those different facets, as well as the sentiment, which is very encouraging, and I love to encourage my fellow man. And so that's why I chose this one. Initially, I was going to do 19 different ones, and this was the very first one that I came up with. Wish You Were Here, a little bit of an Asian theme. But then when I got to the second one, which was this one, I said, forget it. Because then after this one, I'm like, now I couldn't think of a third one. And I was so stuck on this second one that I said, I'm going to do this. It has everything I love. So let me go ahead and show you the things that I used. I purchased this napkin that features all things Paris over on Tuesday morning in Florida when I went to visit my daughter Carla. Hello, Carla, sweetheart. I love you. She's Pink Lola 37 here on YouTube. And I Mod Podged it onto the card. And as you can see, there are different parts of the napkin on the card. So no two are truly identical, even though these two look kind of. Oh, you know what it is? I ended up having to use two napkins. But most of them are all different, but they all kind of like blend in together. And then, so I Mod Podged it, and then I distressed 10 of them with this Studio G blue, like a navy blue on the edge, and I love the way it looks. The only problem is I did that to the first 10, and then as I was, handling the card, my hands would get really, really, the blue would bleed. So I ended up having to Mod Podge all 10 edges and waiting for that to dry. So for the next 10, or the next 9, I used Memento in Tuxedo Black. And I also used the Memento for my sentiment, which is right here. And it reads, courage is being yourself every day in a world that expects you to be someone else. And that sentiment comes from Tim Holtz, and it's right here. Courage is being yourself every day in a world that expects you to be someone else. And I love it. I fell in love with it. Like I said, for delicate things, I use the eyelash. I call it eyelash yarn. Some people call it eyelash trim. I call it eyelash yarn. It's delicate. It's beautiful, soft. And of course, these pearls. And these pearls, they are from Queen and Company. They do have a little adhesive on the back, but I put this adhesive. This is the glue that I used throughout. Glossy Accents. Okay. And so then I Mod Podged these 10 on the edge as well, but not these. And then I put my trim. I glued my flower, and for this flower, I ended up getting this flower from Linda. She is Faith Chick 777, and she's also at the Close Friends Club. She had a D-stash and had 20 or 19 of these. I believe 19 because I don't have an extra one. And they came out, they were just yellow, plain yellow. And so I brushed on these two Perfect Pearls. They are blue patina and green patina. And yeah. And I used this little brush. This little tiny brush, and I would just dip it in and, you know, do this all over. First I did the green, then I did the blue on the edges, and I think this one I have to do a little bit more. No, I think I'll leave it like that, but some have more than others. Like this one, you can see really has a lot. Excuse me, I think I'm getting a little sick. And then after that, I went ahead and I did my stamp that I just read to you. And then afterwards, for the very last thing that I had to do, she wanted us, instead of putting on the back your normal ATC information, which would be your name and, you know, if it's a number, things like that, what she wanted was a little bio. Most times you have to put the name of the card, you have to put your name. If you have more than one card, you put a number, things like that. All she wanted was for us to put our name, and if we had a different YouTube name, to put that on it, and then a short bio. What I did on mine was I put things I love, and then I put flowers. I put Europe. Europe signifies traveling for me, and I have been blessed enough. Thank God, I've been to Europe, you know, 3 or 4 times already. And so Europe is also the napkin, the reason why I got that particular napkin. Delicate things, again, would be my eyelash trim and the pearl. Flowers is this flower. Many colors is the napkin, all the colors. And then uplifting my fellow man would be my sentiment, which is courage is being yourself every day in a world that expects you to be someone else. And that, my friends, is the card. My whole 19 cards are done. I cannot believe I finished it. All I need to do now is pick up the bags that fit these cards just right. You know, make a little baggie for the sponsor, whoever's sponsoring it, Leona, and then ship them off to her with my postage monies, and that's it. I'm all set. I mean, I don't feel like, oh, thank God, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. Because honestly, I'm in shock. I can't believe I actually finished it. And I'm a little sad to see them leave, but I can't wait to see how people feel about all the work that I put into these cards. I put a lot of work, and I hope that the people that receive them really do like them. And having said that, I will say goodbye. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully, I think it is going to warm up this weekend a little. And over here in the north, we kind of like got a little, you know, winter blast. But be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.